Hello everyone, how's it going? So it seems that Sony is going forward with one of their live service games. Now Sony has had a horrible track record when it comes to live services. They canceled the God of War one, the Last of Us one, the Spider-Man one. They also had a lot of others that were just never shown to the public and canceled. And then we also have one of the biggest entertainment failures in game in Concord, which only lasted for about 2 weeks before they refunded everyone's money and closed down the studio shortly after. So they don't have a good track record when it comes to live service games. But Horizon, look, I'm a huge fan of Horizon, so I have like a kind of bias when it comes to this. I've 100%ed every single Horizon game, the PS4 version of Zero Dawn, the PS5 remastered, the PS4 version of Forbidden West, and the PS5 version of Forbidden West. So I have all the platinum trophies. I've probably played more Horizon than a lot of other people. But this franchise looks like it could work in a Monster Hunter World S type system, like with Cauldrons being the raids, Nora's being the balanced hunters, the Oseram being tanks, the Tanakh being heavy damage dealers. So they have a lot of different characters that could play into this if they hit it very well. That's the thing, like a lot of people who go into the live service are just hoping to get that Fortnite level money where they could just put the bare minimum effort. I'm not saying Fortnite doesn't put in the effort, they do. Like every single huge event they have, they literally put in like 110%. Like I usually just play Fortnite for those huge events, but a lot of people are just looking for quick cash grabs, like we just saw with like I don't want to say High Guard, because High Guard is a very special story. It's clear that they were designing that for one type of player, but when Jeff Keighley put it up onto this huge pedestal, it attracted a lot of people who weren't interested in the game, like myself. I've seen people who really like that game, who are enjoying it and playing it, but right now that game only has around 5,000 players playing it on Steam, which doesn't look good. So if they just could appeal to the audience that likes this game, I think it could be successful, but a lot of times they just go for the quick, easy solution. So let's see. I'm hopeful that Sony has learned their lesson. Oh wait, it's on fast. I always usually watch fast. I'm gonna go at normal speed here.
Hi everyone, I'm Jan Bart van Beek. I'm the studio director here at Guerrilla. Now at Guerrilla, we love exploring the Horizon universe. And with every new project, we ask ourselves, where can we take our players next? What new stories can we tell? And what new experiences can we create?
I forgot, they had a Horizon VR game. I actually didn't 100% that because I don't have a VR, PlayStation VR headset. I have an Oculus. I really like that thing. I used to watch movies, and I played that Batman game. That game was freaking amazing, but they closed it down, Meta.
And we heard many of you wondering, but what is Guerrilla working on? And today, we get to show you.
I hope they're
Before
working
we
on
dive
Horizon
in,
3 as well.
I want to be very clear about one thing. We absolutely love making single-player games, and we're going to keep making them. They're a huge part of who we are as a studio. But next to that, we also had this long-standing dream to try to do something different. Our own take on how you can explore the world of Horizon together.
The thing is, people forget that Guerrilla actually was the big developer when it came to multiplayer experience for Sony. They were right up there with Naughty Dog, which a lot of people have forgotten. Naughty Dog and Guerrilla actually had the best multiplayer experiences during the PlayStation 3 era with Killzone and Uncharted. Uncharted had a fantastic multiplayer experience. Doesn't get enough credit for that. So, but Microsoft had Epic Games with Gears of War and Bungie with Halo, and Sony had Guerrilla Games and Naughty Dog for multiplayer. Those were like the two big competitors. I'm really old. The Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 are like up 20 years old. But during that time, Killzone 2 was one of the best multiplayer experience I played during that era, right up there with Gears of War. So, yeah, Guerrilla has experience in this.
As a team of machine hunters. It's something new, it stands on its own, but it's also still very much Horizon. Let's take a look at how this new journey begins.
From the ashes of the old world.
What the hell? Please don't tell me that this is going to be Fortnite. It has the same art style as Fortnite. Oh my god. Please no. Please God no.
Came machines. For ages.
No, no, please no, guys.
Guardians.
It's going to be Fortnite. Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
Of the natural world. And they turned.
They even have the purple aurora. Dude, this is bringing back Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League vibes. Oh my god, no.
Against us. Now, they're getting deadlier.
The glowing eyes as well. Oh my god. Like, if this wasn't the person at Gorilla, I would think this was made by a completely different studio. Why? They just why? I don't get this. Why do they change a really good style to this cartoonish crap? It's the same thing that happened with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Why are you doing this? Like,
By the day.
Maybe the gameplay's good. I'm holding out.
All across the land.
Aaron? That's Aaron. Dude, this looks like a Fortnite collaboration event. Like, Aloy was in Fortnite. This is literally, like, oh my god. Dude, I need to go. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I just need to cool off a little. This is what I do. I'm gonna get too upset. Alright, I cooled off. I got Dr. Pepper. Hope the game is probably good. I'll give it hope.
People are dying. That's why our leader gave me this command. We have to
It is literally the Fortnite model. It is the oh my.
fight back. And to do that, we need a team. Soldiers who always hold the line.
What is that? What did he just do? Did he just teleport like Tracer?
And
What is that? What am I looking at?
mercenaries who may have crossed it now and then. Infiltrators who hide in the dark. And champions who shine in the light.
If that's the Sun Ring, like, for those who don't know, the Sun Ring was a cultural system made by the people of Meridian to sacrifice people in appeasement to the sun god. They literally went on huge campaigns where they would kidnap people from all over the world to force them to fight to the death against machines. Like, I hope that's not the Sun Ring, because that thing, even Silence, who's like this kind of psychopathic scholar who uses people for his own pursuits, even he admitted that place was horrible.
Upstarts whose stories are just beginning.
What is this thing about trying to make Horizon into this campy, fun world? It's not. It's a horrible, apocalyptic world. For those who don't know, in Horizon, the central story is the fact that the Pharaoh Plague basically infected a bunch of machines, allowing them to self-replicate, and they would feed on the biosphere. Eventually, they would kill all life on the planet, rendering Earth into a just lifeless piece of rubble. And the only way to save life on the planet was to create these bunkers and help create these advanced AIs in order to repopulate the world. Like, it was that dark. They literally had to lie to everyone alive to try and push back the machine horde to give these people a chance and time to create these bunkers. They didn't know this was happening. They thought that there was going to be a huge weapon called Zero Dawn that would save them all, but there was no hope of saving anyone. It was literally just running out the clock to give them enough time to create the bunkers. They're making that into this. Like, imagine that. They killed every man, woman, child, bird, insect, animal, and turned it into biofuel just so they could kill more. Why are they turning that into this? I don't understand. This is literally like a Nickelodeon cartoon. Like, maybe I shouldn't say Fortnite. This literally looks like a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Looking for one last shot.
They're turning in a mature, dark... Of course, the old man can somehow wield a giant flamethrower that works like a guitar.
The last line of defense. For those who need it most. Made up of the greatest hunters in the land. This is Hunter's Gathering.
Oh my god. What is this? What is this? I know I went to calm down, but I don't understand. How do you keep making these mistakes? Like, I want to show something. One sec. Let me just... I want to show something. Okay, this is my gameplay of Horizon. Compare whatever this is to this. You see the style difference? Combat is rough, real, dynamic, violent. And anytime you could die by these massive machines that could just mutilate you. Look at that, and compare it to what we just saw. Hopefully they'll show gameplay, so at least it'll give me something to
So
click
yes,
on.
we're going with a very different look here, and that's very much by design. Horizon Hunter's Gathering is a very dynamic co-op action game. We've tuned the combat so it works really well for a team of hunters, and we believe that works best when supported by an art style that really matches that energy. We're going to be showing you more gameplay in a minute, so you can judge that for yourself.
Gameplay.
Now, one more thing before we continue. This game is still very much in development. Some things are going to be polished, others are still going to change. And that's exactly why we want to bring you in this early. So stay tuned till the end, because we want to invite you to come and help playtest the game with us.
It is literally Fortnite. We just saw it.
And be part of giving the game its final shape.
Hi, I'm Ryan Buck, game director at Guerrilla. With Hunter's Gathering, we're bringing back what makes Horizon so unique. Set in the American West, 1,000 years from now, civilization has collapsed.
We're gonna keep Horizon maintaining its same look. It looks nothing like it. Like, look at it. Look at this is how cauldrons look. Like, even with the purple hue, it was all meant for some. It just had a very unique style. Look at this. Compare these games.
The hunters are all that stand between the tribes and the massive animal-like machines that threaten their survival. And the crisis is only getting worse. The machines have grown deadlier and they're more dangerous by the day.
They don't even look like machines in that artwork. They look like demons.
Someone has to step up and push back. And that is the Gathering, a crew of unlikely heroes venturing out into the wilds to stop the machine threat. We'll launch with a roster of hunters that grows over time. In our first playtest, you'll be able to play as Rem, Sun, and Axel. 3 hunters with very different approaches to
Look
combat
at the way they
and
walk
teamwork.
and move. What is
Combat is at the core of Hunter's Gathering. It is tactical, reactive, and skill-based. We took the precision and tactical
Did
depth
she
of
just use a
Horizon's
laser
combat
beam?
and build it for a team environment. You'll have to read enemy movements, time your attacks, and combine abilities with your squad to take down the most powerful machines.
Look, Aloy did have weapons that could heal and turn her invisible and increase her damage, but they used these types of mechanics, like she would drink a potion to increase her healing, or she would like put on like a war paint face in order to, it was like basically her limit break. But the cartoonish nature of this, it's just like it took everything that Horizon was cool about it, and then they just stripped it down and turned it into a cartoon.
It is a challenging game, and you really have to earn that victory. Now, when you start a mission, you pick and prepare your hunter. Each has very different melee, range playstyles, and weapons.
Look at that! Look at that.
Prepare your hunter. Each has very different melee, range playstyles, and
Just let me see if I can get gameplay here of another combat situation here.
We are not
there.
Tajera.
This is when you fight a tremor tusk, which is basically a giant mammoth. Just compared it to, I don't...
and weapons. You can select between classes for each hunter that change their abilities, from tank to support or tactician. During a hunt, you can tinker with a roguelike build system. Every machine encounter you beat gives you powerful,
Dude, this just looks like
tactical
every...
options. You've got perks,
It just
weapon
looks
upgrades,
like every
and various
single
upgrades to your
live
stats.
service.
In each run, you'll
They've taken everything that looked great about Horizon and just turned it into a, like, the most generic... Like, this looks like something... I can't remember that epic Monster Hunter clone. The Epic Game ones where they had behemoths instead of, like, monsters. Like, the biggest thing I would say about this is why would I play this over Monster Hunter? Like, that's the thing. Like, say what you will about Monster Hunter Wilds, but that game looks better than this. Like, yeah, that's premium and this is free to play, but at this point, you might as well just suck it up and pay the premium price because, God, I mean, they took everything that was cool about Horizon and then I don't know what this is.
have to try and find the best possible combination of power-ups to take on the biggest machine.
That's Thunderjaw.
You'll be able to explore 4 large and very different environments at launch, each with its own look, its own atmosphere, and its own challenges for your squad to master. At the center of it all is the Hunter's Gathering. This is where you upgrade your gear, tweak your loadout, and team up for the next hunt. It is also just a fun place. For example, you can hang out in your own customizable campsite and then head back into the wilds.
Let's get out there.
I can't remember the game, the Epic
Horizon
Games
Hunter's
version.
Gathering is all about challenge and mastery, and the missions that you go on lean right into that. During our first playtest, you'll
I
get to
actually
try.
want to look it up. Let's see. Oh, I found it. It was called Dauntless. This is it. Look at this. Look familiar? Does anyone look? Does this look familiar to anyone? Yeah.
Try 2 very different mission types.
Let's show them what we got.
In Machine Incursion, you fight to stop a large-scale machine assault on the tribes.
Here we go.
With your squad, you plan and coordinate which randomized power-ups to collect before facing a relentless boss machine.
Work together, win together.
Okay,
Time
that's
is
actually a
limited,
pretty
with
cool
a
idea.
violent storm closing in that cuts down your options to get stronger.
What is all this?
The next is Cauldron Descent.
It is literally a P versus E battle royale mode. Look, I think it's a pretty cool idea. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's a cool idea. But didn't Elden Ring do this? Like, it's Elden Ring Night Rain, where you had to gather supplies and eventually try and fight the final boss. I never played Night Ring, but I saw a few people playing it. It's not my cup of tea. Not really interested in it, but that's what it seems here.
In this multi-stage dungeon, the hunters take the fight to the enemy. You decide which path to
This
take,
combat makes
from
me
brutal
so
machine
depressed.
encounters to really challenging obstacles. They all require teamwork. Every clear chamber shapes your run and gives you power-ups to descend deeper and claim the rewards. These modes are the foundation of Hunter's Gathering. Tough, replayable, and built for squads who want to master them. We'll continue to evolve them with your feedback throughout our
Just
playtest.
don't like the style. Why did they put this weird cartoonish Fortnite style? it's like Overwatch. Like for
At
Overwatch
launch,
it works.
you'll be able to play the story campaign solo with NPCs or together in co-op. But that won't be part of the playtest. We want you to experience the story fresh when the game is ready. What we can say is that it's fully canon within the Horizon universe. It introduces new characters, new threats, and new mysteries that expand this part of the world.
Oh, that makes
And
me
the
even
story
more
doesn't stop
depressed.
at launch. We'll keep adding new adventures over time to the game.
So I have to play this game in order to understand certain story elements. That actually makes me depressed. If they just left this as non-canon,
We hope you've enjoyed your first look at Horizon Hunters Gathering.
no.
We're beginning a journey, and we're inviting all of you. Though it's still early days, you can expect more regular development updates and playtest announcements from us in the coming months. To stay in the loop on all of the latest news about the game, we've launched a brand new Horizon Hunters Gathering Discord and social channels. We'd love to see you there. From all of us at Gorilla, thank you for joining us today. Horizon Hunters Gathering is about taking on challenges together, so we appreciate your help, and we're just getting started.
Dude, I don't know what they were thinking with this. Dude, this like what are they planning to appeal to with this type of game? It looks nothing like Horizon. It doesn't play like Horizon. It looks like Fortnite. It looks like Dauntless, which that game failed tremendously, mainly because of the horrible microtransactions and terrible management, but regardless, like the biggest question is, like I stated earlier, why would you play this over Monster Hunter? You stripped away everything that made Horizon what it is. And look, I'll still play it to see I can have the full understanding about the game. It's like with Highguard. I played over 15 hours of that game, so I have a good idea of why I don't like that game and why I can provide an opinion of why I don't like it. I know I got some people saying you're way too negative about this stuff. I'm giving my opinion on it. And in this situation, again, I've platinumed every major game in the Horizon franchise. This is coming from a diehard fan. What is this? You took away everything that made Horizon to make it into like a hybrid of Overwatch, Fortnite. I want to say Elden Ring with the whole P versus E situation, but even then, it's just like, at least they kept the style of the game with that title, and a lot of people enjoyed that they kept it the way it is. But in here, I don't know who this is for. I just don't know who this is for. Like, I genuinely don't. So let's actually look at the comments. Will go free to play or get deleted. -10 is my finest score. So Horizon Nightmare, but in Fortnite. So basically Monster Hunter but machines. Yeah, that's what kind of Horizon is. These designs are definitely catering to the mythical modern audience. Can someone explain what happened to the Decima engine? I'm going to pretend like I didn't see this. Although the love of the main games, I hope this is good. Excited, but yeah, a lot of people are mirroring my complaints about this game. Like, what exactly is this? It doesn't have the same, like, I just want to show it again. Compare this. Like, look how cool this looks. But it looks like this. Actually, look, yeah, look at that. It's almost a one-to-one recreation of this. Only just put the Horizon clothes on these characters and bingo, you have the same game. But tell me what you think in the comments below about this, because I don't have hope for this. Like, at the rate that live services are coming out and just dying, I think this is going to be another one on the chopping block. I really hope that maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, there's always a chance I'm wrong, but considering that these two games just look so radically different from one another and how they play, I just don't see it. Like, you're not, like, who you, like, if you bring in new fans to the franchise with this free-to-play version and then they go play the core game and they see that it's like this, are they still going to play the core games? And you're not going to get fans of the game to play this in the same way that you would hope, because they're going to be like, this doesn't play like the games that we played. So it's just a double negative, which doesn't, in this case, I guess they're hoping it makes a positive. but it might be a positive. Actually, it's more like a positive negative, because you have the negative from fans, then you have the positive from the fans who like that game, and then it creates a negative. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments below. I really don't think this is going to survive. Like, it just looks like another live service, by the numbers, ship it out and hope that it does well so we can have a recurring revenue stream. We'll see. But I mean, Gorilla is making it, so maybe I have some hope. I want to have hope for this, but I've seen so many situations like this where they have all the same calling cards, all the same colorations, all the same styles, always the same, and it always ends the same way. Like, it always has that Overwatch, Fortnite look, and then we saw that with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, we saw that with High Guard, we saw that with Concord, and what do they almost all have in common? Boom. So, that's it for me. Tell me what you think. Bye.